If you're going to put haste, if you're gonna make haste and hinder stacking stay, you have to give us your stuck base kit. You have to, bro. Like you have to. You have to. Because we just saw the PTB. You just buffed a boon totem, which gave us two. You took a boon totem that gives you 2% increased movement speed, as you would linger around the vicinity, which isn't really that much, but you took that 2% increased movement speed, and you say, we're gonna buff it, and we're gonna make it more made for this. You know, so we're gonna make this perk go from 2% increased movement speed to 3% increased movement speed as you linger in the vicinity. And keep in mind, everybody wants hindered and haste effects to stack, which means at some area at the top level of this game, chasing anyone will be impossible. Cause guess what? Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. Here's what here like everybody has no idea what's going on. I'm literally about to show you, bro. Everybody just completely lost. Everybody completely lost their minds on this. It's gonna be bad. If I'm not wrong about this, you could literally combine so many different perks together. You're like, God, couldn't you always do that? Yeah. You could have always done that. Like, I was literally arguing with somebody on YouTube. I was arguing with someone on YouTube, and they were like, would you rather have boring meta builds? Bro, I would rather be able to play the game. If I see meta builds, oh well, it's meta builds, okay? Meta builds is one thing. He's like, don't you want to see variety? Yeah, but I would rather be able to play the game instead of if I want to see some variety stuff, I could just go to custom games and make some variety builds. If I want to see some variety stuff, or cause bro, bro, even though haste and hinder won't stack, if that's what we're going for, that they weren't gonna make stack, you could still see unique builds without anything stacking on those unique builds. You could still make unique builds. You don't need haste and hinder stacking builds to make variety builds. You could still make unique builds that have nothing to do with haste. Right? It has nothing to do with increased movement speed. You can still make unique builds, bro. You could still do it. You can still do that. It's just the only thing that's gonna be different is that nothing will stack on those builds. So they'll just be like, their own thing. Oh no, I just like here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen, right? So let's first and foremost, okay. First and foremost, let's just pick up all the most noble movement speed builds, and here's what I'm gonna see. Okay, here's what I'm gonna see. We're gonna see Blood Pack. Right? You're like, what? Blood Pack? What? We're gonna see Blood Pack. We're gonna see Moon Dark Theory. And they're gonna combine Moon Dark Theory with Made for This. And keep in mind, Made for This gives you 3% increased movement speed. 3% increased movement speed when you're in deep wound. Originally, you could be injured and just have increased movement speed, which is kind of like insane on its own, but lucky that bird got nerfed. Okay. Right? Here's what's gonna happen, bro. Here's what's happening. I'm telling you, you're gonna see nothing but haste stuff. All right? You're gonna see someone get deep wound. Like, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have someone activate Moon Dark Theory, combine it with Made for This, which gives. And you know, when Moon Dark Theory gets out of the PTB, this will have 3% increased movement speed. And guess what? You also know what else has 3% increased movement speed? made for this. So combine made for this and be in deep bloom slash hang around your totem. Combine that 3% on that 3% increase wind speed on 2 different effects. We're looking at a solid 6% increased movement speed. That's insanity. And combine that increased movement speed with blood pack, which I think this is for the obsession, right? After completing a healing action on the obsession, or having the obsession complete healing action on you, you both gain 7%. So basically, combine that 3% on 3% plus being killed by your the obsession or healing the obsession, you get 7% of the increased movement speed. So then that's like what, 3 plus 3, 6 plus additional. Wait, we didn't even fully finish it yet. But like we need to get one more perk in here to make it sound insane. Because like people actually don't know how insane this is. This is insane. This is insane. And people want this to come to the game. You do understand how insane this is, right? Like, I'm not just saying I just say that. I'm saying that because you have no sweet clue. You have no sweet clue what's gonna happen if this comes to the game. Right? Teamwork of 2, which the increased movement speed is 5. So, we don't want it. Well, actually, maybe you do want it. Because what does it do? When you finish healing another survivor, you both gain 5% as long as you stay... Okay. So basically, combine this with blood pack, and combine that 5% with that 7%. I mean, this is basically blood pack on its own, so you know, it doesn't even matter. This perk isn't irrelevant. But again, you can combine that, and you'll still have insane movement speed. Cause you have to at least, cause with this one you have to at least heal the obsession, and then I think you have to stay near the obsession, or it's like it's like after killing it, you both gain 7% healing space until it no longer within. So once you get out 16 meters within each other, then you lose this aspect. But so long as you're in range of each other, keep it. So it's better. You know, really, this is gonna be insane, right? Let's get another perk based off increased movement speed. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. This is real. This is real. No content creator is talking about it. This is real. This is actually real. Does this have anything to do with speed, or is it? I don't know what this perk does. Okay. There's another perk in mine that has increased movement speed, but I'm trying to think of its name. Can't think of its name right now. I don't know. Wait, and then they also make Champion Light, so... Right. So wait, where's Champion Light? Because Champion Light, it makes the killer slower, so as long as you stun them properly. And it also increases your movement speed as you try to flashlight them. So it's like, that's also another perk that gives you like increased movement speed. So, you know, it's also insane. This is insanity. This is actually insanity. Oh, here it is, hope. So now we can get really serious about this, bro. Okay, they're going to combine Blood Pack, Moon Dark 3. Once it gets out of PTB, this will be increased movement speed by 3%, right? So you get 3% haste, and then combine that additional 3% with haste with Made for This, which is also 3% of haste, and combine that another additional percent of haste with hope, which is 7% of it. So if we're doing the math here, right, we're thinking about this, right, So like, okay, let's let's do the math here, bro. These like, cause like I don't think like I don't think anyone understands what the fuck's gonna happen if this comes to the game. Like, like we're all on the same path and understanding that this can't come to the game. Like, the stacking thing can't come to the game. I'll be very impressed if it does, though. Look, this is gonna be above. I don't want to make it 2 because after, so this is 3%. I know it says 2, but ignore that. It's actually 3. Because once this gets out of PTB, this will be 3. Plus another 3. Plus 7. We're looking at a good 20% increased movement speed. With all these increased movement speed perks all combined together, we're looking at a good 20% increased movement speed. 20%. It can't come to the game. It can't. This is insane, bro. It can't come to the game. Scratch it. Scratch it, bro. They need to revert again and scratch it and say, actually, we're not going to bring stacking. What was that one YouTuber's name? It's not Kuzer or Kaiser. I think it's Kaiser. Kaiser, you're the reason why Kaiser is going. I'm legit telling you now, Kaiser is going to be the reason Kaiser is legit going to be the reason why killers are going to disconnect from the game. He's gonna be the reason. I can already see it. He's gonna be the reason. Like, yes, killers already semi-disconnect from the game as it is, but that's just, you know, that's just, you know, that's just normal day in the life of playing killers, you know. That's just another like killer main life, you know. But like 20% increased movement speed with all the perks combined together. Do you know how insane that is? Do you absolutely know how insane that is? I'm probably sure there's probably another perk that combines very well together with these perks. There's probably another one that I might be missing or that I'm not touching on, but and that one probably gives it double the increased movement speed. And keep in mind, lift gives temporarily 3% increased movement speed, which please do not touch lift. Do not touch lift. Do not touch lift. But if we were to combine this, right? Actually, okay. Actually, let's combine all. Let's combine them all together. Let's combine them all together, right? Let's start over. 7 plus 3 plus 3 plus what? 7 plus 3. So, hang on. 7 plus 3. Actually, start. 7 plus 3 plus 3. And then the next one is 7. Plus 7 plus 3 again. Oh shit, bro. I can do it by times too. I can do it. What do you want to do, by times or plus? I'm doing my plus. Oh, also there's this perk, No One Left Behind, which you gain 10%, so plus 10. Plus 10. Okay. But then this one, when you are injured, you retreat the movement speed bonus by 42 seconds. Well, this doesn't increase. It gives you a like semi self bonus, but we'll still add it. So plus 2. Plot switch, which heals instantly you and gains 50% haste for. Okay, so what the fuck? 50. This doesn't tell me anything. I was struggling with. Uh huh. Mhm. Okay, no. No. Yeah, the numbers are gonna just keep going up at this point. Like, I'm trying to see what's good, but it's just insane. Blindness, no, not relevant. Skill checks, sabotagements, no. Speed repairs, no, I don't give a fuck about speed repairs. We're talking about speed, bitch, not repairing. Like, wait, look at the oh, we just get aura. So, see partner. Okay. Smash it. So, for first second, you get 150% increased movement speed. Plus 100. 100. I messed up. 150. And then Sprint Burst also gives you additional 150 plus. Power 2, 5% increasement in speed. Okay. Well. Crawl faster. Okay. Bro, I've never done this. Someone send these to the creators of Dead by Daylight. Like, someone send my stream to the devs or some shit, bro. Cause, like, I need the devs to understand that this can't come to the game. Like, behavior, when we're done with the map, this can't come to the game. Like, you need to go back to your decision and remove stacking. Like, it can't come to the game. It just can't. And obviously, I know you're saying, well, you're limited by 5 builds, or 4 builds, or whatever. Like, yeah, regardless if I'm limited by 4 or 5 builds, that has nothing to do with like, the limitation. The point is that you can combine perks on top of perks and still get the same effect. That's the point. Not that I'm limited, and you can only bring a certain amount of perks. Like, bringing a certain amount of perks doesn't mean anything, bro. It's actually irrelevant. And then Adrenaline heals you. Wait, health state, and then state sprint at 150. You're no more running for 30s. Well, this isn't really a sprint perk because Adrenaline is fucking trash. But we'll still add it to the list of sprint perks. So, another 150, you know, it's not really a sprint perk for sure. Babysitter. 10%. I mean, in Game some perks can be left alone, but, you know. 150 for background player. I remember the perk was 200. Another 150. I think we kind of covered about like almost all of them, yeah. What's left? Oh, boon eliminations. And if you have a boon totem and you you cleanse or bless a totem, huh? Oh, this is just cleansing. This isn't about speed. What am I talking about? Keeps your movement speed bonus for an extra 10 seconds, so that's also fucked. Add to list. I let it break that guys by 7%. Plus 7% on this shit. I don't even think I touched them buckle ups. So another 50. 50. Wait, no. The heal survivor gains 50. Heal survivor gains 50% haste for 5 seconds. So it increases movement speed. Yeah, this is just getting insane at this point. Oh, here it is. Champion of Light. 50. So when you flashlight Sonic Killer, you have 50% haste. Okay. Someone sends this to odds, bro. Someone sends odds Vero real quick. Tell him that this shit can't come to the game. Wait. Dancing me, you get 5 seconds. Or, well, having a locker and sprint, and you have 5 seconds of those reaction rights. Well, you get a sprint, but it doesn't say like how much of the sprint. It's just 5 seconds of sprint. So we'll just say +5, even though like we don't get like a real ass number, but 5 seconds of just sprint. You become exposed and you get 25% haste. +25. So I wouldn't necessarily count finesse, because all you do is windows faster. You don't get increased movement speed after. Yeah, finesse doesn't count. Like bolting in window, but not getting additional speeds after bolting that window doesn't mean anything. Because yeah, finesse doesn't count. So no finesse. So finesse is gonna be like finesse doesn't count. Because if finesse only for finesse to count is if it gave me like, so if you build a window and then you touch the ground and you get additional speeds after touching the ground, then that would count. But all it just says is your fastballs are 20% faster, which means you're just doing a fastball on the window action. You're not like actually doing anything after that fastball, which means touching the ground, you're doing something after it, and then after it, you're getting increased speed for it. So you're basically like what it would mean is what it would mean is let's say I fast forwarded and my fast are 20% and 20% faster, and you're not 20% faster for 20 seconds. For 20 seconds, I will have 7% haste. That's what that would mean. But this doesn't count because this doesn't give an additional thing on it, so. I think that everything to be known about. I'm not sure. You just become broke. Okay. So yeah, uh, I think we're good. I'm just looking back, seeing if I missed anything. Someone in the comments let me know if I missed anything, and if I did, I'll recheck. If I didn't, then we'll just carry on. Yeah, I already like all these. Saw all these perks. Saw all these perks. See Aura, Killer. Okay, let's save my chase. The effects for 10 seconds after me. Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, I think I got everything. If I missed something, someone let me know in the comments. I probably doubled the numbers by accident, but the point is, regardless if I double the numbers or not, this will be an issue. Let's combine it all together. 990, yeah, 900, so not 900, well, it's 900, but 997% increased movement speed, 997% increased movement speed, 997 increased movement speed. That is too fast. Beaver, listen. This stuff can't come to the game, especially especially if you're already buffing a perk. Then definitely it can't come to the game. I don't care about variety builds. I really don't. I don't. Okay, I run the same builds every time I play Survivor, so why would I care about variety builds? I just don't care. Okay. Okay, bro. If people want to be able to play the game, you have to understand 997 increased movement speed is too much. We can't stack. We can't stack all these perks together. I mean, obviously we can't stack them all together, but regardless, because obviously I did the math on all these perks, but obviously they can't be all stacked together. But it's like the point is, that's what you would get. You would get something under those lines. You would get something under those lines of that kind of movement speed. This can't come to the game. But the sad thing is, this might actually come to the game. That is insane. That is insane. That is insane. That is insane. I don't know what to tell you guys. That's insane, bro.